What's up everyone, my name's Dylan James and welcome to another episode of Big Brother What You Didn't See Week 3. This is a show where I give you all the information on what happens in the house that you don't see in the broadcast episodes. I pull all my information from the live feeds myself and or the forums online. So let's get right down to it. As you probably already know, Nicole and Derek both win HOH, which is amazing because I think it was Frankie and Nicole, and then Derek still had to go, and I really did not want Frankie to win another HOH. I didn't know where his head was at in the game, and I knew I was a fan of Nicole, and I know I'm a fan of Derek, and I really am excited, and was excited to see them win, finally. It's very unfortunate for Nicole because she actually never wanted this power. She's been trying to play an under-the-radar type game and doesn't want this target on her back of winning competitions. She was very low on people's targets, and now that she's with this showman's Hayden and has a couple wins under her belt, it's not going to look good, and she's going to create a bigger target on her back. She needs to lay way back low and sink way low and get nowhere near a competition win unless she's in trouble. Derek and Nicole seem to be working together very well. Their main goal this week is to get rid of Devin, of course, and by doing that they need to get as little blood on their hands as possible. So Nicole ends up nominating Amber and Donnie, and Derek nominates Caleb and Jocasta, which seems like a good idea because Caleb agreed to be nominated, Amber nominated Nicole, Jocasta and Donnie are both kind of floaters, so it doesn't really matter if they're nominated because they're just non-elements in the game thus far. When Derek goes to Caleb and mentions to him that he's probably going to put him on the block, Caleb jumps at the opportunity to go on the block because his girl Amber will be on the block, and he wants to be on the block opposite of her so he can throw the Battle of the Block competition, leaving him on the block and Amber safe. First of all, you're not in a showmance. Second of all, she doesn't like you. Third of all, you're freaking crazy. I've never heard of someone throwing away their entirety of safety, not only nominating themselves. He was probably going to go up whether or not he volunteered to go up anyways, but the fact that he nominated himself is pretty ridiculous, and the fact that he's through the Battle of the Block competition is just... You don't throw a competition when you're on the block. It's just not smart ever. I mean, it may work this week, whatever, but it's not going to get Amber to like you anymore. It may get her to use you a bit more. I don't know. It's just a little frustrating to see this lost puppy Caleb doing everything he can to get Amber to notice him. It's... This is Big Brother, not The Bachelor. The last thing we saw on the broadcast episode on Sunday was the Battle of the Block competition where Derek remains HOH, and Caleb and Jocasta remain on the block. And then we see Nicole disappear, and then it goes to, where did Nicole go? Who's gonna win the power of veto? Tune in next time on Big Brother. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, so Nicole actually has to wear a frog suit for the remainder of the week. Unfortunately for her, you can see a picture of that right here. Right here. Yeah, there we go. It was kind of funny to me to see Nicole and Donnie on such good terms by the end of the broadcast episode on Sunday, because if you watch the live feeds, that's not really the case at all. I mean, Donnie really loves Nicole and he really wants to work with her, but Nicole and Christine have been spreading and talking about Donnie in an ill way, saying he's kind of creepy and pervy by the way he talks to girls. I mean, all the other guys in the house ask for massages and whatnot, but as soon as Donnie asks for something, it's creepy and pervy. I mean, it's just ageism, and it's kind of childish the way Nicole and Christine are acting, and it's just, I don't like it that much, and it's kind of bothering me, and I don't know how everyone else feels about it. Really sadly, because Christine is my favorite player in the house right now, she's my pick to win, or was my pick in the beginning to win, and I'm going to stick to that until she's evicted, but she's actually the one stirring up the most trouble about Donnie, calling him a pervert and whatnot. This is really unfortunate because if you've seen what happened last year, just take this into account. Donnie works at a school around children as a groundskeeper, and anything can be misconstrued to make him look like he's actually is a pervert or a creeper or what have you. And you've seen last year, there's a couple people that lost their jobs to the things that they said. And I don't know, I just don't want things to get blown out of proportion because he's actually not a creep at all. It actually kind of seems like he's finally becoming comfortable with the other house guests, and maybe the other younger guys are rubbing off on him. He kind of wants to act like them, so he kind of says the same things. I don't know, but we'll see. It's really unfortunate for Donnie right now. On a side note, if you're keeping up with these Big Brother trackers or whatever they are, don't be, because they just twist them and shake them and do all that to cheat the system. So there you go. No one's doing it properly, really. Team America's first task is in full stride. They are convincing the other house guests that Zach is Amanda's cousin. Victoria actually, it's kind of a stupid thing of her to say, but she actually confirmed the lie by saying that Pow Pow told her the same thing. I mean, I don't know what she was thinking by that, because obviously Pow Pow didn't tell her that, because the entire thing was fabricated. Victoria, you crazy. Zach loves the rumor. He's actually playing along and going along with all the house guests and him being Amanda's cousin. I think it was Christine saying that she liked Amanda up until she started attacking Alyssa last year, and Zach replied by saying, yeah, Amanda feels bad about that, and Christine goes, what? And Zach says, oh, nothing. Zach is hilarious, and I love that he's helping Team America spread this rumor, and he's just going along with it completely because it's getting ka-ching, $5,000 in all of Team America's pockets. It seems that Zach and Frankie are getting closer and closer to the point where some wouldn't be surprised if a showmance blossomed. Could this be the first gay showmance in Big Brother? I mean, I know they had the couples season in season 9, but that guy like walked out or something, and then there was season 8, the exes, so that obviously wasn't going to work out. So yeah, I mean, who knows? If you haven't heard, there have been rumors that Zach has said on press day that he is very attracted to Frankie sexually. The words he chose were not quite those ones, but I don't really want to say them because it's kind of awkward. So they are also constantly like cuddling, hugging, whispering, laying together. Their friendship seems to be on a whole other weird level, straight, gay. I don't really know what's going on, but I do know as a fact that the other day that after they were hugging, which is hugging and cuddling mixed together that I just mistakenly made up, after they were cuddling and stuff, that Frankie whispered into his microphone that he was actually following him for real, falling for him for real. So I don't know if he was talking to the live feeders as a joke or if he was just like saying how he actually feels, but it took me as a shock. It was quite surprising, and who knows what the heck can happen in the Big Brother house. Victoria had told a few stories that seemed to stretch the truth just a little bit. You can be the judge of that, but I don't know her life, so I guess they could be true, but yeah, just listen to this. She claimed that when she was a child playing on the beach, that a crow picked her up and took her away, scratching and stuff her back, and I don't know. She also fell while rollerblading and sued the city for $6,000 and won. Good. I mean, you've got some life, Victoria. It seems as if Donnie is a major target for everyone in the next coming weeks. People still believe he is more than he says he is. I guess being genuinely nice doesn't get you anywhere these days, especially in the Big Brother house. I mean, all he's been trying to do is be funny, get along with everyone, and play as good as a game as he can, and he can't weasel his way through this game if people just believe in this nonsense that he's some super genius person guy. I don't know, it's just so poor Donnie. He can't catch a break in this house. I believe your have-nots for the week are Caleb, Amber, Devin, and Hayden. So this whole week, Devin has obviously been the main target. He knows he's the backdoor plan. He knows that he's going to be out the house unless he wins veto some miraculous way. So he's been moping around the house saying that he wants to go home and he wants to see his daughter and he can't wait and he's ready to leave. He's basically throwing in the towel. But Devin is crazy, and you never believe his crazy antics because he is insane. The player pick for veto takes place, and wouldn't you freaking know it, out of all odds, Devin is freaking chosen. No way, can't believe it because he is. Guess who picked him? Caleb. Once Devin is chosen, his attitude does a complete 180. He's no longer Mopey Devin anymore. He's Holy Beast Mode Devin, ready to go! Which isn't surprising because he's terribly bipolar. The whole house starts going nuts. They're panicking that Devin was chosen for the power of veto, against all odds. They're coming up with conspiracy theories that how Devin got picked by there being multiple chips in the bag of Devin's name, or they somehow switched the bag so Devin had to get chosen. But I mean, there's no way. They were all standing right there, unless there's some freak way for Big Brother to make Devin play in the power. Just drop those conspiracy theories right now. Only 5 players play in the veto competition this week. This is because Jocasta was actually really sick in the beginning of the week, to the point where she got really ill on the live feeds. She threw up and vomited, and Cody and a couple other guys went to her need and took her to the bathroom and helped her out. For a couple days she was actually like bedridden basically. She couldn't eat or drink anything. She just would throw it up instantly, but she's looking a lot better now, and we will see more of Jocasta in the future. So the Power Veto competition is played. I don't really know what it entails, and frickin' Donnie picks up his second Power of Veto win. Apparently before the veto competition, Donnie went up to Jocasta, since she couldn't play herself, and he said that he was going to win the Power of Veto for her. I mean, I guess he did, but this guy's been winning too many competitions. He's already got a massive target on his back, and it's not helping him winning these competitions. I mean, I don't know how he does it. I hope he was forced to win by maybe Caleb and Devin being right behind him in the competition, but if he picked up this win by his own good deeds to get Jocasta off the block, I mean, good for him, but this is a game, Donnie! The Power Veto ceremony takes place, and of course, Jocasta is replaced by Devin on the block. So now Devin and Caleb are side by side on the block. Oh yeah! Devin is doing his best to campaign, but he doesn't really know what he's doing when it comes to that, and he's such a big target that no one's really listening, and he's basically going home. I mean, it comes up here and there that who they should vote out for, Caleb or Devin, but everyone's leaning more towards Devin, and it does not look good for him. Some other things that happened during the live feeds this week is that Christine and Nicole are on to Team America. When Donnie mentioned the rumor of Zach and Amanda, she immediately went up to Christine and said that she thinks that there might or could be, or something along the lines of, do you think there's an America's player in the house this season? And when she mentioned to Christine that she thinks Donnie is America's player, and that she mentioned that what if America hates them, and then Christine retorted that that's ridiculous, how can America hate us, we're so fun, blah blah blah. So it seems like the Bomb Squad is actually still somewhat of an alliance of sorts. The main targets next week are like Jocasta, Donnie, Brittany, and Victoria, and none of them were from the original 8 alliance, so it just seems like this alliance may actually steamroll through the house unless one of those 4 win HOH. Some other side alliance include Zach and Cody are actually very bro close, and I think they have a 3-person alliance with Derek called like the LTA. I'm not exactly sure what it stands for. I've only heard them talk about it for like seconds, and it's some like Frenchy kind of name, like La Toi, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know, it seems like that's the 3-person final 3 alliance, Zach and Cody being the final 2 alliance, and like Zach, Cody, and Derek have another, they want to pull in another 4th, I think maybe Frankie for the 4th, but not tell him that there's the final 3 and just like establish a 4-person alliance altogether so he doesn't feel left out. Or maybe it's someone else. I'm not really sure. If you know, like, fill me in, because I am so confused about the Zach, Cody, Derek alliances nonsense. So it seems like that wraps up week 3 of Big Brother What You Didn't See. That's all I know from the live feeds and the forums, and that's as much research as I could handle. If I missed something, I'm terribly sorry. Put it in the comments. Let me know. I'd love to hear it. If I gave some false information, also let me know, and I'm terribly sorry about that too. I know this week wasn't as explosive, exciting, and full of drama as last week's was, but I think in the coming episodes, we'll get some good Big Brother action. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Big Brother What You Didn't See, Week 3. Take care, guys.